This is one of the coldest places on Earth, the high Arctic. Here, the temperature drops to 50 degrees below freezing. If I didn't have all this specialist clothing on, the cold would kill me in minutes. And yet there are animals that live here all the time. One of the most remarkable is hunting just over there. An Arctic fox. The only reason that it and I don't freeze solid is that we're both mammals and have the mammal's ability to use our food to heat our bodies. We're warm-blooded. And the reason that it is more at home up here than I am is that it has more of that other mammalian characteristic, hair, than I have. Its body is insulated with fur. Warm-bloodedness is one of the key factors that have enabled mammals to conquer the Earth and to develop the most complex bodies in the whole animal kingdom. In this series, we will travel the world to discover just how varied and how astonishing mammals are. We go to Africa, where the mammals are at their most spectacular. Here, the plains are thronged with specialist grass eaters. And there are other mammals here too, with different tastes. Some hunting mammals have become the fastest creatures on Earth. And those they hunt have had to respond or die. Have become fearsomely strong and aggressive. They fight for mates. They fight for food. Some even have to fight for a place to live. Wherever you go, you find a bewildering variety of mammals. Some are miniatures, a few inches long. Others are massive. And the biggest of those on land are dwarfed by those in the sea. I can see its tail just under my boat here. And it's coming up, coming up. The blue whale! It's the biggest creature that exists or has ever existed on the planet. Mammals are as at home in the water as they are on land. Some lounge around on the surface. Others prefer to do so on the beach. We will go underground to track them and up to the tops of the tallest trees. Challenged the birds. In some places they congregate in astronomical numbers. They thrive almost everywhere. And precisely how they do so depends, as does so much of the life of mammals, on what they eat. Between them, they tackle everything that's edible. Some are very particular about their food. Others will simply take the best of whatever's around at the time. And top of the menu right now is a lives of our closest relatives. And they will lead us to ourselves. Perhaps the most successful variation of the mammal's winning design. This is one of the coldest places on Earth, the high Arctic. Here, the temperature drops to 50 degrees below freezing. If I didn't have all this specialist clothing on, the cold would kill me in minutes. And yet there are animals that live here all the time. And one of the most remarkable is hunting just over there. An Arctic fox. The only reason that it and I don't freeze solid is that we're both mammals and have the mammal's ability to use our food to heat our bodies. We're warm-blooded. And the reason that it is more at home up here than I am I'm looking for one of the most ancient of all mammals. It's so ancient, it shares at least one characteristic with the reptiles. It's a very elusive creature, but here in South Australia, there's a population that have been fitted with radio transmitters, and I can track them with this aerial. And I've got a very strong signal. At first glance, you might think that this mammal is some sort of hedgehog. Or perhaps a porcupine. But actually, it's weird.